Hello everyone and welcome back. Meet Parma here. So glad you could join me for another video today. So, since the last video, just been grinding and rebirthing as usual. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be fun to do a noob to pro into the old school setup? Now by old school, I mean prior to artifacts and really around the time I really started getting into Giant Simulator, which was at the start of the year. There was the Elemental Golem. It was the Prime skin over here in the 100,000 gold chest. The Elemental Crystal Golem. And, of course, dual Light Hunters. That's what we're going to go for today. We're going to noob to pro, rebirth, try to get the best of what we used to always get back then. What most people used to get back then. You know, I did always usually still do Winterblade and Light Hunter, but you know, I use double Light Hunters from time to time because hey, it's fun and they're really awesome looking. So that's what we're gonna do today. Then play for, you know, about 10 minutes or so, see what level we can get with that kind of setup. I am assuming it's gonna be pretty good still because the Crystal Golem is really awesome. Yeah, it's not Beck, the Fire God, but still a strong skin, and for the price, you cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. So before we get started, let's go ahead and just do some shout outs to who we have in this server here with us today. We've got Max Ads, we got Yoan, ZMN BVC Expo, Sin Sale, Ziwawaba, Kiwain, Hammond 12090P, and Hammond 0925_11. You must be bros. I love it. I love it indeed. Come over here and check out some of the board and see what we got kicking. Looks like we got some good movement on the board here. Names are shifting all around. What is the bottom of the board? 28 million by Tweesert. Shout out to you, Tweesert. Nice to see you back. You took some time off, I think. That's my guess. But nice to see you back. Been seeing you around. You made it on to number 100. Look at that. 28 million. To put this in perspective, I mean, yeah, we're getting crazy levels in the top 10, right? Obviously. 500 million grind, 320, 300, down to 180 just to get on it. It's huge, but look at that in perspective. I mean, the number 100 level is 28 million. That's the base just to make it onto the board. I mean, this was 2 million. This was like 2-3 million back when the top was like 66-70 million at the most. So put that in perspective, right? That's like 30 times. Well, look at this, 28 million, you know, roughly 30 times is, well, not 30 times, but I guess 20 times up here or so. So it's not like the top has gone extremely out of hand in comparison to the lower end. Everybody is getting stronger. The artifact update is making everyone stronger. It's making it much easier to obtain the bullies, the skills, and to just be overall stronger. Of course, the top 10 are going to get super strong as well because they're the top 10. Grind super hard and compete on these. So yeah, we got some good movement here. Just wanted to check that out. Looks like the rebirth's still popping strong on that board. Look at that. Insane. So let's go ahead and get this noob to pro started, huh? Let's do the old fashioned rebirth. Oh, get those skills going. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Getting stronger. Getting stronger. So we're going for 2 kings and Elemental Crystal Golem old school weaponry on this one. Oh, the Winterblade of Shadows. See, using the Winterblade of Shadows and kings is really great, especially if your gold income is still kind of tough because I mean, you generally get those relatively quick. Where you see here, I mean, we got nothing. We're gonna put it on for now, but what we want is the 2 kings. So let's go ahead and mass sell away on that. Give it some more clicks. Let's go. Winterblade of Shadows just coming in all over the place on this one. Let's see some kings. Let's see some kings. So if you're wondering what I'm using for my auto clicker, it's called OP auto clicker. and that's the one I use. I've tried others in the past, but you know, this one seems to be the one I'm the most happy with. The other ones seem like they may have downloaded, or they seem just sketchy, and didn't really want to use them. So OP Auto Clicker is what I use. But again, if you're downloading any external application, do so at your own risk, of course, as you should with any application or software that you download. So, are we going to get a Kings on this setup today? Let's check it. Ooh, there's one. Slap that on in the meantime. And multi-sell the rest. We want one more. I do remember back when I was just starting out. You know, I was mulling over game passes for a while. Like, should I buy them? Should I not buy them? I think I gradually bought them over time because, you know, it costs a lot of Robux to do so. And Robux doesn't just grow on trees. Guys, it does not just grow on trees. You have to spend some cash to get the Robux. So I was mulling over. Oh, look at that. There it is. Back in the day, you know, gradually just got more and more game passes. And I viewed it as a long-term investment because I was going to play this game for a long time. So, yeah. Let's go ahead before we fish for the Elemental Crystal, just to dump a little bit of funds into these Light Hunters. Get the XP kicking at a reasonable rate. But yeah, you know, the game passes will definitely make you accelerate fast. And I'm sure all of the top 100 leaderboard of the highest levels, in some way, shape, or form, every single person has some sort of game pass. Whether it's +2 pets, +4, both, double XP gold, artifact, soul gems, whatever the case may be. Getting 28 million with no game passes is probably near, it's probably really tough. If you're watching and you have gotten onto that leaderboard right now as we speak, without any game passes whatsoever, not a single one, then please let me know. Because congrats to you, that is a grind. Because I do play alts that have no game passes, and yeah, it is brutal. It is brutal. But again, they're also alts, so I don't play them as much as I play this main. I'm on this main all the time, grinding, tweaking things, upgrading, you know, getting him strong. As the alt, I'm not. So maybe if that was my everyday play character, might be a little different story, but I still think getting 28 million without any game passes is like a torture, and I don't think you would realistically be able to do so. I can't say for sure that's not the case because I haven't tried, but just from playing what I have played, it seems like getting that high of a level without any game passes at all is almost near impossible from what I say. But again, if someone has, just, you know, write it in the comments below, show some proof, send some pics or something to show that you have. That would be awesome. That would really be awesome. Kudos to you if you have, for sure. Alright, so let's get those both up to 1,000, and again, we're following a little bit of a different strategy using Dual Kings, because they both output the same exact experience, and you're going to be swinging at the same speed no matter which one is in the main hand or offhand, because it's the same weapon. So we're not going to go with any crazy tactics like we do with Winter Blade and Kings, with cutting the amount of investment in half for the Winter Blade. We're going to go even across the board. So if I put 1,000 into one, I'm going to put 1,000 into the other. Oh, look at that. Elemental Crystal Golem on the first wave. Oh, that's what I like to see. It's just so cool. Nostalgia's sake. Going back here. Bam. And getting this. So what I was saying before was as I was progressing up, you know, getting like the first 2,000, then going for 4,000. I like to double my levels. I like to really push, and then I went to, I think 8,000, 16,000, 32,000, and then I was like 50,000, 75,000, whatever the case was, slowly got up. I remember getting the first million or so, and then 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, which was a huge one. And just rebirthing all along the way. Like I said, when things slow down, just give it a up and rebirth, because you're going to be stronger, cashing in those soul gems. And your pets will be stronger from swinging the whole time. And really just rinse and repeat the process over and over again. This is a simulator after all. It is about repeating the process, getting stronger every single stage you go to be stronger and stronger. A lot of it involves long grinding, whether that's if you are active or AFK. I mean, it's a simulator. It's meant for you to do some tweaks, have a setup, and let it run, right? You're simulating something. You're letting it run automatically. That is the name of the game. So that's what we do here on the channel. We maximize these sims. That is for sure. So this is awesome. I love this setup. We've only been going, what, 5 or so minutes? I'm not quite sure since we rebirthed, and we're at level almost 400,000. So let's actually stop this at 2,000, and then I'm going to go get a Kings up to 2,000, and let's compare the experience output of what was the best skin at the time compared to what was and actually still is the best weapon, because we have not received any new chest updates at all. I mean, come on. Just slap us a new chest in the temple even. I know a lot of players have been waiting for maybe a new door and area to unlock with something to do. Something to grind for that's not just something like artifacts. I mean, that was nice, right? It was a huge power boost getting those artifacts. Can't complain there. It's helping out all kinds of players, right? It's letting the top end players really just get out of hand because the multipliers are getting insane, or at least what we consider out of hand from what the norm always has been. But it's been helping the lower end, more average player also have a nice, you know, rise in power, and I think it's just fun overall for everyone. Now, we all want more updates to come. You know, a lot of people may come and go because, you know, the updates come, and it's exciting. It gets hype. You see a lot of players just jump in, and then I think with regular updates, Giant Simulator will return to being like a really highly played game. And those numbers have dropped down a little bit once again, just because the updates have stagnated for a couple months now. And that's just the way it is. So hopefully we got some new updates before the end of the year. I mean, that would be beautiful. So here we are, level 2,000. Let's stop swinging. Gives me, what is this? 704 million experience, and he gives me 433 million. Look at that. This is like 40% better or something. Wow. So if you're ever going to go with this setup, just because it's easier and cheaper, definitely invest most of your gold and firstly into your kings and get your crystal golem up. So let's just say, what if it's I don't know, let's just say 40% better. You may want to honestly go with kind of the similar theory of dumping most of your gold into upgrading your kings and half as much into, you know, the crystal golem. It just kind of depends. Just because you're going to get more bang for your buck on the Light Hunter Bladed Kings, even if it costs a little bit more, just because it's so much better. In this particular setup, of course, because swing speeds have nothing to do with it, because it's going to be the same swing speed. So yeah, we are at 616,000. That's beautiful. So I think I'm going to play with this setup for a little while. Just get it up to, I don't know, just have some fun with it, because I love it. It's great. This is cool. This is cool. I remember seeing these even before Temple came out. People had Montus rocking this guy. It was so cool. I did not have any of that at the time, at all. But now we got Bullies rocking it. So not doing too shabby. Not doing too shabby at all. Who we got here? Yon. Nice, nice. Looks like nobody new joined this particular server. So yeah, that's it. The noob to pro setup, going old school. Really, the only thing is I got the Elemental Crystal Golem instead of Beck the Fire God, and I did go for 2 kings this time intentionally. I will say, in my last video, you saw I got 3 Light Hunters right off the bat when I was setting up. And you know what? Over the course of the last few days or so when I've been playing and doing rebirths, that happened to me again. When I spammed open those chests and went to check what I got, I had 3 Light Hunters again for a second time. And it's just crazy. It's like you just never know. That's RNG, random number generation. So yeah, that's it. Again, if you're a no Game Pass player and you are on the leaderboard for highest levels right now, which the lowest level is 28 million, please let me know. That is quite an accomplishment, and I must say, it's crazy. But hey, with the holidays coming up, ask your folks, ask your friends for some Robux. It's a great gift. Good stocking stuffer. Maybe you could buy a Game Pass for some of the games that you enjoy, like Giant Simulator. You know, it's a great gift. I do recommend that to all of you out there that are looking for Robux. But yeah, so I'm going to keep on playing with this old setup just a little bit longer because it's fun. And that's all I got for today for this Noob to Pro setup. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching the videos, for being here. And if you're new to the channel and like this video, please check out some of the other videos. We got tons of videos for Giant Simulator, highlighting all kinds of topics. And please subscribe, smash that bell for notifications so you know when I do drop new content. But until next time, stay positive, have fun, keep swinging, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.